You probably noticed this, but Toledo is a big arts town, huge arts town, museums, festivals, concerts. Glass City does it very well with art, and part of the art comes from all the murals that decorate all parts of the city. And this weekend there's an inaugural festival dedicated to celebrating murals and all types of art as well. And joining us this afternoon is Chili Rodriguez, who is a mural artist. So you have a place over in East Side. What's it called? River East?
Yeah, my gallery located in East Toledo is the River East Gallery.
Where is it located?
6th and Main Street in East Toledo.
And it's great to see that we have so many artists and they're able to scratch out a living doing something like that they love. That's so great. How'd you end up in art like this?
I had a passion for it when I was younger. I always loved drawing and stuff, and actually kind of got, I was into skateboarding as a teenager, and that kind of led me into graffiti, and that naturally kind of progressed into painting walls, and then I started getting, jobs here and there, and before I knew it, professional full-time muralist.
Well, let's talk about the Mural Festival. How do we come about to do this? And it's a great idea.
Yeah, so actually around the winter of 2020, we were starting to put together like the idea for this. And then, obviously COVID happened and that shut everything down. Oh God. Earlier this summer though, I was like, you know what? I think this is a time, we have a couple of months to prepare for this. I think we could probably put something together. So me and my friends who I run the gallery with, we just, started figuring it out and like, okay, we're gonna do it. We wanted to bring the whole creative community that Toledo has. I think we have a really strong creative community here. So I wanted to kind of, showcase everyone's talents. So like, all right, we're gonna do it.
So it's coming up where, this weekend in East Side?
Yep, this Saturday, September 28th, at the River East Gallery in East Toledo, the whole block. It's just not inside the gallery, it's the buildings all in that area. We have, I think, 50 different artists from around the area coming to paint their own separate mural. And then inside of our gallery, we're having a gallery show with another like 35 artists who are showcasing their work inside too.
Are these all local artists?
Local, regional, and some people from around the country. Okay. We got an artist who came in from Portland, Oregon to paint a mural for us. So a little mix of everything.
So if you come down there, you'll see actually murals being made at that time.
Yeah.
What kind of surface do they do that on?
Brick walls.
Okay.
The local business owners that have a good relationship donated their walls for us. They said, hey, if you want to paint it, go ahead and do your thing. And I was able to raise money to supply the artists with paint to do so.
What's the most common type of material to use to put on a wall? Is it paint? Is it a particular kind of paint? What do you use when you're doing that?
For me specifically, I tend to use aerosol, like spray paint. But other artists use, like latex, like house paint too. So it's a little mix of whatever the artist feels comfortable with.
Well, the video we're seeing here are some examples of some of and they're beautiful. They really add to the neighborhood.
Oh yeah.
But like when you're putting something like this together, are you just freewheeling it, or do you have to actually, like something like that, do you have to draw out ahead of time on the wall what you're doing and then start filling it in?
Yeah, so for this festival, I'm leaving it up to each individual artist to paint whatever they like. The whole goal is to just beautify the neighborhood, and I think all these artists are very capable of that. They'll, on their own time, come up with their own designs. So they'll, draw something out and have it ready for the walls to be painted.
Well, okay, so let's say you've got a large wall. It's over 10 feet high and maybe 20 feet, whatever.
Yeah.
And you have a vision what you want to do, possibly, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
But it's so large, and it's a process to start here and build larger.
Yeah.
Do you have to actually trace out the symbols and the characters in there, and then you start filling them in? How does that work?
There's a couple different ways to do it. One of them is it's called a doodle grid. You make all these marks on the wall, and you take a photo of it with your phone, and you overlay your image on top of the grid, and then kind of just trace it, going back and forth. Or a lot of artists use like projectors, so we'll draw the design like on an iPad, and I'll use my projector to shoot the sketch up there and trace it in, which really helps with keeping things, in the size and dimensions that you want them on such a large scale.
Because I've seen like silos out in the country that were painted. And of course, you've got the row along there, along the river there, just beautiful. They really add to the beauty of the Maumee River.
Oh, absolutely.
So I'm just wondering, when you're putting those together, you're talking scaffolding and everything. You've got to have a plan. Is that traced out? I wanted to put that together.
For the river wall, I was actually part of the team that helped paint that. That's how we did it. We did the symbols on there, used a drone to take a photo of it and overlay the photo, and then sketch, just kind of connecting the dots while looking at the the photo in the list.
That's fantastic. Okay, we got about 30 seconds left. Give us an idea again, overview of what's happening this weekend on Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday, September 28th at the River East Gallery and the neighborhood around it. We're doing the Toledo's first mural festival. Food trucks, live music all day, vendors, a really good time.
Sounds like fun.
Oh, it's going to be.
Chile, nice meeting you and glad you
You
can come
too.
in and talk about it.
Thank you.